Thank you very much indeed. That was Thomas Keane speaking to the TuS Altenberger coach Dietrich Schulze-Marmeling. I'm not sure that his son Kieran lives here, but he certainly qualifies for here because he was born in Newry in County Down. And he has done his bit in keeping out the Spartak Moscow attack in this second semi-final of the Premier section of the Northern Ireland Milk Cup tournament. Referee Michael McLaughlin blows his whistle for the start of the second half, and I can't see any changes to the 22 players who started this game. Spartak have had a couple of good chances in the first half, but have yet to beat Kieran Schulze-Marmeling. But they're starting the second with some pace, and Molian hits the post. Second time the Russians have hit the woodwork, and that's just 25 seconds into the second half. Artur Molian poking his foot at the ball, and there is Molian with a little poke of the right foot and onto the post. So the Russians have started this second period with a renewed burst of enthusiasm and energy. I'm sure their coach Alexander Piskarev perhaps wasn't satisfied with the amount of chances they created against Altenberger, one of the minnows in the Milk Cup. But the longer it remains 0-0, the longer the possibilities that they could nick something in the penalty shootout. Remember, this game will go straight to penalties after 70 minutes should the scores be level. So Altenberger, a village well known for its youth football, against one of the big names of European football in Spartak Moscow. High hanging ball to David Marks, the Altenberger captain. Number 12 is Linenbaum. The blonde-haired number 15 is Oleg Shmolov, wrestled to the ground by Linenbaum. Anton Piskunov is wearing 5, coming forward from the back for Spartak Moscow. Molian turns. Tobias Herrmann had a little tug on him, and this will be an opportunity for Spartak to produce a decent set piece. The big skippers come up. 2 men on the wall for Altenberger. Plenty of red jerseys to aim at. Goalkeeper comes out. Back in. And very nearly in by Tumenko. Tumenko, who went very close in the first half as it was chipped to the back post, came to Smolov. Looping header. Tumenko couldn't get an arm or a shoulder or a forehead to it. Evgeny Gubin to his skipper, Mikhail Badyatinov. Long searching ball. Smolov will leave it to his goal. Well, it was left to his goalkeeper by Pascal Koopman, with Shmolov bearing down. Koopman. Not great play at the back by TuS Altenberger. Molian goes down again, and he's won another free kick for his team. Pascal Koopman possibly trying a little too hard to make up for his mistake 20 seconds earlier, and he's put aside in a dangerous situation. In the first half, the captain had a go at the long-range efforts for Spartak. Standing over the ball now is Semyenov, number 8. He's going to have a go right-footed into the wall. Sevjetkin. Tackle comes in from Brugerman. Sevjetkin. Kadyev. Hasn't been quite as prominent in this game as he has been in earlier matches for Spartak. Molyan. Big number 10 is Stefan Luring for Altenberger. Just to remind you, these two teams are playing for the right to meet Rapid Vienna in tomorrow evening's Premier Section final. The elite final will be between the holders of the United States and Paraguay. And the junior final will be between Crumlin United of Dublin, who put out the holders Lyngby this evening by 2-0, and Swindon Town of England, who defeated County Down of Northern Ireland 4-2 on penalties after the game finished level at 1-1. Molyan with a cross in and headed wide of the post for a corner kick, and it was an important header. You see the ball come to Molyan, get the cross in. It was Zeman Engelka with the header out of play. But ball comes in and will eventually fall to the feet of Anton Piskunov. Piskunov is well watched and well challenged by Kane Meyer. Konstantin Kadyev will take the corner kick. Half a dozen red jerseys to aim at. Header in and just wide of the post from Tumenko. And we saw him make the run for the header in the first half. He did the same there, and he was only about a foot away from deflecting the ball in the far corner. Dmitry Tumenko uses his height to great advantage. Timed the run to perfection. So 2 chances in the opening 7 minutes of the second half. And it's surely only a matter of time before TuS Altenberger concede a goal, because Spartak, well, they're playing the game at a greater pace, greater intensity in the second half. And they're certainly winning a lot of set-piece play. And the captain's come up for this free kick. Mikhail Badyatinov, he's wearing 3. And the skipper hits it, takes a deflection, and Shmolov will try and keep the ball in. Piskunov. Badyatinov. Over ambitious. And Koopman, very cool. Marks. David Marks, not for the first time in this game, has taken a whack. He certainly felt it, but he's back up on his feet. The free kick will be taken by Pascal Koopman. Nine minutes gone. TuS Altenberger, Germany 0, Spartak Moscow of Russia 0. Herman. Akilov beats him to it. It'll fall for Akilov again, trying to get Shmolov in and goal. And Christian Linenbaum, well, he prevented the goal scoring opportunity, but he did give away a corner. Will be taken by Kadyev. Not a great one. Luring stabs it away. Shmolov can't keep it in. Kiskanov. Semyenov. 20 players packed inside the TuS Altenberger half, but Bruggemann has won the ball back. Luring's made a run. Big number 10 is not going to beat Gubin to the ball. Semyenov is down. And play will stop. The blonde-haired centre-back to receive some treatment. He looks in some pain, does Andrei Semyenov. So for the moment, Spartak are down to 10 men. And they're about to bring on Maxim Nesterov, number 20. Here's the challenge by Molyan on Engelka. So Nesterov wearing 20 is on. Defending a long free kick. Akilov taking on Pascal Koopman. Very neat play. Luring with a header, but Bruggemann was well offside. Savietkin, ball in, should be the keepers. It looks as though Altenberger are about to make a change of their own, with Maximilian Speaker about to make his entrance. Speaker on, replacing Christian Lindenbaum. And he's taking a position on the right-hand side of midfield. Peace has been robbed. Savietkin, Molyan. Molyan, real chance for Spartak, and he tucks it away very nicely indeed. So there's the goal the Russians have been waiting for. And it's Artur Molyan's second goal of the Milk Cup tournament. Savietkin set him up. Molyan got away from Herman and tucked it past Schultz Marmeling. 1-0 Spartak. That goal coming in the 49th minute of play. On the balance of play, you have to say it was deserved. So that changes the equation completely. Altenberger are going to have to show some ambition, get an equaliser at the very least, and possibly set-piece plays represent their best opportunity. Plenty of men forward for this. Luring is there. Missed him, missed everybody in a green and black jersey. Falling to the man all in black this evening, Evgeny Gubin. All in black in the good tradition of Russian goalkeepers, you could say. Marks. And it's Matthias Bruggemann. And Bruggemann's taking a whack for his pains. It's a substitute, Nesterov. And the free kick will be taken by captain David Marks. 20 minutes left to play. Spartak lead by a goal to nil. In by Marks. Gubin comes out. Could be anybody's. Akilov gets it away. And Molian is the only man in a red jersey inside the Altenberger half. That's good work by Langer. Altenberger, they're forced to go forward. And this game has totally changed since Spartak took the lead. Luring can't quite get the ball out on the far side to Knemeyer. As the Germans prepare to make another change. Possibly another striker coming on. This is Speaker, the substitute. Only two bodies in the box to aim at. Speaker goes himself, putting Spartak and their defence under some pressure. This is Speaker down the right hand side.
Substitution for TuS Altenberg, number 14, Moritz Niemeyer, being replaced by number 13, Karl Brucker.
So that's Kai Brucker going on, number 13, replacing Moritz Knemeyer. Tumenko twisting and turning inside the area. Surely a second Spartak goal will end this tie completely. Worrying news for them is that Andrei Semyenov, who went off just a couple of moments ago, the suspicion is that he's broken his arm. Let's hope that's not the case. But he certainly went off in a state of some distress and some pain. That would rule him out for tomorrow's final against Rapid Vienna, should the score remain the same in the closing 18 minutes. You have to say that Altenberger in the game so far have yet to seriously threaten Evgeny Gubin's goal. And the Russians have won a free kick. Standing over it is Konstantin Kadyev. Molian's up, Tumenko's up. The skipper, Badyatinov, is up as well. High ball in, Tumenko, small off. Drilled away by Stefan Luring. Piskunov with a long throw in for Spartak. Brucker wins the header. He's certainly got some height, the big number 13. 15 minutes left to play. Spartak still leading by a goal to nil. Arthur Mullian scored it in the 49th minute. A deserved lead. Here is Mullian, the goal scorer. He's won the corner kick. Schmolov with a corner. Header's won by Engelke. Savietkin nearly all the way through. Altenberger can try and break with Engelke. With Langer on the far side. Bruggerman. Slightly more urgency from the Germans now they're a goal down. It's sad to see. There is Andrei Semyenov being taken away for further treatment on his arm. And we send him our best wishes. And a speedy recovery. So he won't be able to watch the closing 13 minutes of this match to find out if his teammates hold on to their lead. And they're currently pressing for a second goal. Herman gets it back to the goalkeeper, and Schultz Marmeling only drilled it away onto the head of Dmitry Tumenko. He's got the goal kick. Just a couple of worries. That was Mullian providing a threat. Schultz Marmeling gets the ball upfield. Spartak preparing to bring on number 17, Artem Sukhanov. Wies drilled away by the substitute Nesterov. It's Herman. Spartak are trying to attract the attention of referee Michael McLaughlin, and they've finally done that, and they can now bring on Sukhanov, and he'll replace Oleg Schmolov. Let's hear again from our pitchside reporter Thomas Kane.
Thanks very much, Michael. I'm here with the Altenberger manager. It's going to be tough.
Yes, they are 1-0 ahead. I think it's okay against a team like that. You are not allowed to do any mistake. One mistake would be one too much. But we will try to equalize, of course.
You're only 1-0 down. How confident are you that you can equalize and bring this to penalties or even get a winner?
We go for the penalties, but first we have to equalize. Let's see.
Typical German goes to the penalties. He knows he's going to win.
Sukhanov gets the ball across. Well, I think you would have to describe the attitude of Dietrich Schulze-Marmeling as displaying pragmatism, because at the moment his side don't really look like snatching an equaliser. Perhaps they can repeat the feat of Rapid Vienna, who got that injury time equaliser against Cherry Orchard in the first semi-final and went on to win the penalty shootout. We shall see. At the moment, Spartak look the more likely side to score a goal, though. Kadyev. That's a nice run. Just one defender too many to try and beat. Good closing down by Konstantin Savietkin. Bruggerman showed too much of that to Piskunov, but he did well to work it to Speaker. Substitute Maximilian Speaker. He's trying to get something out of this, but I think, can he win the throw in? Yes, he can. So if Altenberger had a long throw specialist, now would be the time to use him, but Speaker tries to pick out Engelke. Ten minutes left, normal time. Spartak with their noses in front here at the Ballymena Showgrounds. Altenberger get the ball in, and Luring is up there, and Gubin, he clattered into his own man, but I think he clattered into Luring to more effect. Stefan Luring really felt that, but that was half an opportunity for the Germans. Hopeful ball in from Pascal Koopman. The defender left it, skipper left it to the keeper, and Luring, he left his sizable body in, and happily both parties are fit to continue. Evgeny Gubin drills the ball upfield. There's an elbow being used by, that was the substitute. Standing over the free kick is Engelke, as David Marks. It was Big Tumenko who made the impression. Akilov. I think there'll be more space for Spartak now that Altenberger have been forced to put players upfield. But you almost sense from Coach Dietrich Schulze-Marmeling that they would almost be not satisfied, but certainly not embarrassed by a 1-0 defeat at the hands of Spartak Moscow. Molian, the goal scorer. That's the substitute, number 17, Sukhanov. Ball will break for Marius Wies. Langer. 7.5 minutes left to play. Altenberger looking for an equaliser. Spartak Moscow for the second goal that would cement their place in tomorrow evening's final against Rapid Vienna. Tobias Hermann. Looking for either Bruggemann or the substitute Kai Brucker. Hermann intercepts. Gets it forward once more. Brucker with a header down. But there's just not linking at the moment to Altenberger. Looking a little bit tired after 3 very difficult games in the Milk Cup Premier section. 0-0 draw with County Tyrone, a 3-2 victory over Cruz Azul of Mexico, and a 1-0 defeat, a somewhat fortuitous 1-0 defeat of Sheffield United in the quarter-finals last night. Savietkin. Tumenko beaten by Maximilian Langer. Langer with the confidence to play the ball out of defence. Space now in front of David Marks. Marks, the skipper, offloads to Luring. Oh, and that's a very, very hard challenge going in by Alexander Yaroslavtsev. And I think the right back has certainly picked up an injury there, and Luring was down as well. A nasty clash. Well, there's concern being shown by Pascal Koopman for his teammate. But it certainly looks as though Alexander Yaroslavtsev has a more worrying injury. There were 2 big men going for the ball, a clash of ankles. And the magic spray going on to Stefan Luring. And there's concern being shown for Yaroslavtsev of Spartak. He's still down receiving treatment. He's back on his feet somewhat gingerly, and I don't know if he'll be fit to finish the remaining 5 minutes of this match. So that requires another little bit of juggling by Alexander Piskarev, the Spartak coach. So he could have some injury concerns. It certainly looks as though Semyenov is out of tomorrow evening's final, and worrying signs that their right back could be in difficulties as well. Let's hope that injury is not as bad as it first looked. Yaroslavtsev is certainly coming off the pitch, so that will mean there'll be additional stoppage time at the end of this game. More substitutions coming from both sides as TuS Altenberger make a last throw of the dice. Well, that's Konstantin Shashilin coming on, who scored the second goal against Chelsea. He's replacing Yaroslavtsev, and two further substitutes waiting their turn for TuS Altenberger. Have to get the ball into the Spartak half. Bruggeman just can't keep it in. Another injury. Hasn't been a dirty game, but the challenges have certainly been very strong. And there's another Altenberger player down, and that might change the coach's thoughts on what they're going to do with these substitutes. Once again, it's the captain David Marks who's been in the wars. Marius Wies is coming on. Coming off, he's being replaced by number 16, Konstantin Müllering. David Marks is limping off. He certainly won't want to leave his team without a skipper for the last 2 minutes. But he's having to go off for treatment, so at the minute TuS Altenberger are down to 10 men. And play will restart with a Spartak throw-in. Molyan putting Koopman under pressure, but German player does well. This is Speaker. Altenberger piling players forward. They've really nothing to lose. 2 minutes left, but will they be caught by the sucker punch? Sashelin works it through to the other substitute, Sukhanov. This is Artem Sukhanov taking on Langer. Langer's thrown to the floor, and that'll be a free kick for the German side. Schulz-Marmling comes to the edge of his area. Played 34 of the 35 minutes in the second half. TuS Altenberger launched the long ball. Savjetkin. All Spartak need to do is keep hold of the ball, and perhaps the chances will open up. Sashelin. Akilov just loses track of the ball and it's taken away by Speaker. That's a challenge by Sashelin. This left yet another Altenberger player on the deck. And I think the referee, Michael McLaughlin, well, he definitely left his foot in late.
Substitution for TuS Altenburg.
And Seychellen becomes the first man at the referee's notebook.
Coming on for assists, number 10, Stefan Logan.
Christian Kyle comes on for the last minute of the game. Pascal Koopman has received treatment. Prepares to re-enter the fray. Long ball hoisted into the penalty area, and here's Koopman. Went to stoppage time now, with Spartak leading by a goal to nil. Altenberger marks with the ball forward. Cleared by Nesterov. And there'll be 4 minutes of additional time to be played. So, TuS Altenberger, 4 minutes. Well, it's down to 3 minutes now in which to try and find an equalising goal. An unlikely equalising goal, you would say. But tell that to Cherry Orchard, who suffered a late equaliser at the hands of Rapid Vienna. But to be fair to Rapid, they had more chances on goal than Altenberger have had in this game. 1 minute of the 4 has been played. Guben gets the ball upfield. Header 1 by Tumenko into the arms of Schultz-Marmeling. There are 4 or 5 players upfield now for Altenberger. That's the substitute Christian Kyle trying to get his head to it. And Tobias Hermann on the far side. Schultz-Marmeling. Seychellen, who played the coup de grace against Chelsea a couple of nights ago, wins the free kick under the challenge of Konstantin Müllering. So will the skipper Mikhail Badyadinov have a final crack at goal? He's standing over at the number 3, and I think he will, you know. Here he goes into the wall, and he gets the corner. And I don't think Spartak will be too enthusiastic to put all his central defenders into the Altenberger area. But they do have number 25 Seychellen on the edge of the area. 22 is the goal scorer Molian. And Tumenko adds his height to the attack as well. Skipper's up, but it's headed away by the German skipper David Marks. Savietkin. We've played 3 of the 4 additional minutes. Savietkin finds Seychellen. Koopman. Marks tries to play his way out of danger, but Akilov can pick the ball up for Spartak. Last minute of the game. Not a great pass. And the Russians won't want to give the ball away. Perhaps this is the last opportunity for the German side. TuS Altenberger bring it away with Koopman. Is there a sting in the tail here at the Ballymena Showgrounds in the last 30 seconds of the match? Seychellen, he's given the ball away. Altenberger trying to work it through the substitute Konstantin Müllering. Molian is the man furthest forward for Spartak. Engelke scored the winner against Sheffield United. Asking a lot for him to score another one now. Bruggerman got the ball away from the defender. His touch was too strong. The referee's indicating a throw in on the far side. So 4 additional minutes have been played. So any moment now you'll hear a blast of the whistle. And that whistle will indicate that Spartak are into the final of the Milk Cup. Here's the big substitute Brooker. Koopman. Altenberger can throw caution to the wind. Are we going to see their goalkeeper Schultz Marmeling come up. He takes the penalties. What odds on him scoring an equaliser? Copeland with the ball into the area. So there goes the full-time whistle. Spartak Moscow have won here by a goal to nil. They will play Rapid Vienna in tomorrow evening's Milk Cup final. The goal scorer was number 22, Artur Molyan. He was set up by Konstantin Savietkin. He got away from Herman, the defender. Super finish into the corner of the net. And that goal means Spartak are heading into a final with Rapid. Let's hear from Altenberger coach Dietrich Schulze-Marmeling. He's with Thomas Kane.
Disappointing result tonight, but how have you enjoyed the Milk Cup experience?
The Milk Cup was fantastic. It's a fantastic tournament, the best in the world. We love this country. The hospitality of the local people was incredible, and I think we shouldn't be too disappointed about what happened tonight. We played against Spartak Moscow. They beat Chelsea, I remember, 2-0. We lost only 1-0. And yeah, we can live with this result. Well, this one goal better, and it's okay.
How have the players enjoyed coming over here and the whole experience of the Milk Cup, not just from a footballing perspective, but also from a social perspective, getting to meet players from other teams?
Yeah, it was brilliant, fantastic. We've learned so many people from other countries, coaches, players. We did a lot of exchange with them, had a lot of discussions. They enjoyed the beautiful landscape of the Causeway Coast, but most of all, they enjoyed the incredible hospitality of the people in this area. And yeah, we're really happy, and I'm sure that the players and their parents they will come back to Northern Ireland, and not only one time, for many times.
Brilliant. We look forward to seeing you again next year. It's back to Michael.
Thank you very much indeed, Thomas. So look out for the name Schultz-Marmeling in future, and Kieran Schultz-Marmeling, the Northern Ireland qualified goalkeeper. But this evening the story is all about the Russians of Spartak. They're through to the Premier final in the Milk Cup tournament, and they will take on Rapid Vienna tomorrow evening. That's a match you can see on the BBC Sports website, along with the junior final between Crumlin United of Dublin, conquerors of the defending champions Lyngby, and Crumlin will take on Swindon Town in the junior final. Then it's the Premier final between Spartak and Rapid Vienna, and then to round off the evening there'll be full coverage of the elite final between the holders United States and Paraguay. So we look forward to those games tomorrow evening. But for me, Michael McNamee, and the rest of the BBC Sports Northern Ireland team here at the Ballymena Showgrounds, it's goodbye.